Hi, I'm Steve. I'm going to share my thoughts on how you can achieve a better financial future. Please remember, I don't know anything about your situation, so think for yourself and use what fits. Welcome back to our discussion of practical finance topics. I'm now going to discuss a couple of very valuable forms of employee compensation offered by most publicly traded firms and some private ones. The first one, stock options, give the holder the right, but not the obligation, to buy stock at a designated price called the strike price. The strike price is usually the price of the stock on the day the option is granted. These stock options are granted to retain employees and motivate them to do their part to improve the company's performance over the long term. As such, they typically vest over a 4-year period, and only vested options can be used. Therefore, the full use of the option grant can only be achieved after 4 years. With a few exceptions, these options will stop vesting and expire if an employee leaves the company. If the employee remains with the company, the options usually expire 10 years after being granted. If all goes well, options can be very valuable. Consider a company that grows its share price in line with the overall stock market for 10 years, and assume that when the options are granted, the share price, i.e. strike price, is $20. A typical 7% increase per year over 10 years means the stock would double to $40. In this example, a grant of 1,000 options would generate a profit of $20,000. If your company grants employee stock options, try to get some. Use your negotiating skills and get access to this valuable type of compensation. As a side note, there are also stock options that are publicly traded on the stock market and are termed puts and calls. They give you the right to buy or sell at a specific price, usually over a much shorter period of time. Unlike employee options, there is no vesting and you simply purchase the option. While very useful for managing certain risks, I don't recommend them for the average person. These are short-term tactics for traders, not long-term strategies for investors. Finally, let's talk about employee stock purchase plans, or the ESPP. These plans are found in many publicly traded companies and have a standard structure. Every 6 months, you're allowed to buy company stock at 85% of the lower of 2 price points: the price at the beginning of the 6-month period or the price at the end of the period. Once the shares are purchased, they belong to you and can be sold anytime. Note that the amount you can invest is limited by IRS rules. These programs are wonderful, and you're simply passing up free money if you don't fully participate. For most people, I recommend fully participating and then selling the stock on receipt. In any event, you'll never buy the shares more cheaply. Well, that's it for this session. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.